Welcome back. Every high school athlete dreams about taking their athletic talents with them to the next level in college, and only about 6% of all high school athletes get the chance to do so. Well, today, 4 local student athletes are officially a part of the 6%. 4 Hilltoppers signed their national letters of intent to continue their academic and athletic journeys in college. Blue liner Avery Leon will play hockey at Brown University. Ray Anderson will hit the ice at St. Olaf. Thomas Felger signed with the St. John's Johnnies to play soccer. And Nadia Hutchinson is also headed out east to Vermont to ski for St. Michael's College. Marshall's senior class is made up of 19% of student athletes who have signed their NLIs to play college sports. And Avery Leon says she cannot wait to represent small-town northern Minnesota in B-Town.
It's been a big dream of mine for a really long time, and I think just working at it and finally achieving that dream through the process was a huge deal, and being a part of that small group. Just Marshall's such a small community, and the turnout of student athletes is really cool.
Leon hopes to major in pre-med and then take her degree to med school to pursue cardiology or neurology.
Smarty.
Seriously, big dreams. We're rooting for her.
Absolutely. It's always fun to see them sign those.
Yeah.
Up to bigger and better. Thanks, Alexa.
The best next 4 years of your life.
Yeah.
Well, before you go, I know you have a cool